This video is made possible by KVM Freedom and Stealth camper vans, keeping your dream to be free right on track. Hi guys, well I hope the year is going extremely well for you, and I hope it continues that way. I've been working on this van. It's been incredibly busy here. This is the third van I've worked on this year. Everything is sold, everything is gone, and this camping van is not quite finished yet. It probably will be in another week and a half. It's getting there, coming along quite nicely. The van I built previous to this one last month, that's already gone, but I made some video clips as I was building it, and particularly putting the one-way covers on the windows and tinting the front windows, and I thought you might find that quite interesting, so I've put the few clips together now for you to have a look at it. Maybe you'll get inspired, maybe you'll want to have a go and do the same to your van or camping van. It really is a nice idea to have that one-way screen on the windows. It really blocks out the sun and the heat, and it also gives you privacy during the day if you're sitting in there having your breakfast or your lunch or your cup of coffee. No one can see in, but you can see out clearly. And also the tint on the front windows is a nice idea, just to block down the heat and the sun as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoy these clips, and I'll talk to you again soon. Also, what I've decided to do with this van is apply the one-way vinyl onto the windows. It's white. It looks great, and nobody can see in. So you can sit inside there, enjoy your lunch, admire the view, look at everybody at the beach, and nobody can see in. But you can see out very, very clearly. It's wonderful. It's great for privacy. Also keeps out a lot of the sun and the heat as well. So for a stealth camper, it would be ideal. Very, very good. And this one may very well turn out to be a day tripper come stealth camper. But you'll see how I do it today. So maybe you can try it and do the same thing to your van. It works. I've done it before, so I know it is very, very good. Otherwise I wouldn't waste my time with it. You've got to have good quality vinyl, good quality tint, and it really is worth doing, and it does add value to your van as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the reason why I've saturated the window with soap and water is so that when I stick the sheet on, it doesn't stick hard straight away. I still have the ability to move it and adjust it and get it sitting just right. Also, by spraying it with the water, it kills the static electricity, which doesn't draw in any dust or grit.
Congratulations, brother, you have won. Can't deny that I'm impressed. How comforting you sound alone. But I was so sure, correct me if I'm wrong. My voice rhyme and reason. No, you are just a better song.
As soon as you've taken the backing paper off, spray it with the water to cut down the static electricity.
A cellophane wrap postcard with no address. I carry in my inner pocket. Never learned wash, rinse, rub.
Okay, I've got it on there. It's really, really wet, and I've lined up the little pencil marks at the top so I know it's in exactly the right position. Now I can start squeegeeing it down. Always work from the top and work down and out to the sides. Down and out to the sides. Slowly down, bringing all the water and the air bubbles to the bottom and out the sides. And don't forget, when we get to that little knob where the bolt is, we have to cut a little hole. Oh, it's exciting. Here we go. When you're trimming around the edge, you can actually poke your knife in like this and use the edge of the glass as your ruler. Keep the knife pushed hard against the edge of the glass and just slide it along
Congratulations,
like that,
brother,
keeping
you
your knife
have
hard
won.
up against the edge
I
of the
didn't
glass.
know it
This
was
will give you a perfect
cost.
line and the perfect shape of the around the edges.
We are what we are, and I leave the rest to you. All apologies are the seasoning for the wound. It took time, the worst kind. Now I wake up with a smile.
Now the back window of the El Grande is a little bit different to the sides. It is huge. It's a huge window, spanning almost 1.3 meters across. But don't be daunted by it, don't be frightened. Just cut the piece of vinyl, slightly oversized, stick it in place with the tape like I showed you, cut around the edge to get it closer to the right size. Once it's nice and close to the right size, then you can take it off, peel off the backing, and spray on all the water and soap. And don't forget, spray the water and the soap on the glass and the back of the vinyl. Then when you bring it back, you tape it into position again, and then slowly work out the water and the bubbles. Looks scary, but it's not. Just give it a try. Well, the back window was a lot more difficult than how I remembered it, because there's so many curves. It's sort of convexed or concaved, I'm not sure what the right word is, but there's so many angles and curves on this window that the vinyl just wrinkles and creases up like anything. So once I got it started, I had to get out the blow waver, give it a little bit of a heat, and then you could slowly ease out those creases and the wrinkles. I think last time it was a bit easier. I had someone helping me, so I wouldn't suggest that you do the back one by yourself. Maybe two people, one at each end, holding the vinyl in place as you slowly ease out all the water and the wrinkles. But you're definitely going to need a blow waver, blow dryer. Just put it really close to the wrinkles and slowly force out those creases. Takes a little bit of practice. It's not easy. I'm not 100% happy with this one, to be honest. There's a couple of little wrinkles and creases there. If they really annoy me, maybe later I'll pull it off and start again. It looks okay, I suppose, but it's not perfect. So we'll see how we go. If it's still annoying me in a week or two, I'll start again. Otherwise, it'll be fine. I think it will do the job okay. Alright, our next challenge is to tint the front two windows with some nice dark window tinting to keep out the heat and the sun. Okay, so that's our next project. Now when you're applying tint to windows in a van or a car, there is a legal limit that you can go to. You cannot just tint them as dark as you want. No, there are different grades, and legally you're only allowed to go to a certain grade or a certain level of darkness. So you need to research that. But once you've got the right level of darkness, the right code, and you've got your vinyl, it is like a vinyl, but it's a clear plastic kind of vinyl. Very much like putting on the back ones, but it is a lot thinner, it is clear, and is a little bit more difficult to stick on, to be honest. We're going to put it on the inside of the window. So like before, as we did with the back, we really have to work that window, make sure it's absolutely spotless. Unlike these, if there's a little speck of dust or something underneath, you probably won't see it. But with the clear tint vinyl, you will see every little speck of dust or bubble. So you have to work pretty hard to get it perfect. So the first thing I'm going to do now is clean the glass. Okay, so I sprayed it with water. I stuck the piece of plastic on the window, but it is oversized, so now it's stuck to the window. I haven't done the backing off. I haven't peeled the backing off. It's just sitting there temporary while I mark around the edge and get a closer idea of the shape. Okay, now I've drawn around the edge with a white soft pencil. can take it off, put it inside, cut around that edge, spray it with more water, bring it back, stick it on, and if it looks close, it looks good, I can then peel off the back, stick that on, and then trim around the edge neatly with a knife. In theory, fingers crossed. Well, this is the piece I'd cut out for the window. As you can see, it all went horribly wrong. It went pear-shaped. All the wells fell off. It was a disaster. So that piece is going in the rubbish. And it's back to the drawing board. Well, this one came out even better than the other side. It's very, very clear, very, very smooth. You can't see any water behind it or any bubbles or any pinheads. It just looks sweet. As you can see, it's really dark, so it's going to keep out the sun and the heat. So that's the van windows pretty much all done. I put the one-way covers on the back so you can't see in, but you can see out all the way around. And the front two seats, the driver and the passenger seat, now have a really nice dark tint on there to keep out the heat and the sun. I'm really happy with this result. Well, I hope you enjoyed this vid. If you feel like attempting these projects yourself, I think you'll be okay. You may not get it perfect first time. It may take a couple of runs or a bit of practice, but I think you should be able to do it yourself. It's just been trial and error for me. This is the second time I've tinted a van, but I'm getting quite good at it now, so it doesn't take too long to get the hang of it. So if you'd like to have a go, just be brave and give it a whirl. Anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe and then click on the little bell icon and you'll be notified when I put new vids up on YouTube. Please make a comment below. I love reading your comments. Okay, we'll talk soon on the next vid. Take care, everyone.